What's going on, guys? Today we've got a pretty cool tutorial for you. We're going to be showing you guys how to work, I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't see it. We're going to show you guys how to work the rear entertainment center on a 2021 Tahoe. So this will apply if you have the 12.3 inch screens in the back as such. And we're going to show you guys an overview of all the features on it and kind of how to work it with your different input devices. You can see we've got the input devices down there, HDMI and USB-C. Let's get started. So we'll start off up front here, and this is how you're going to access the controls for your rear screens. So with your home screen up, you will hit the home button one more time to get to your app menu, and then you'll swipe over and you'll see rear media here. Go ahead and push that button. Now this will bring up a menu with all of your rear media devices, and you can see over here we got screen 1 or 2. You can show both screens at the same time, or you can navigate to each individual screen. Screen 1 is the driver screen, screen 2 is the passenger screen. Now if you have a media device plugged in, like a hard drive with movies on it, you can actually browse a folder and you can select sources from here to choose what plays in the back, or you can just see what is going on. Now it won't play actual clips here because you can't watch the video while you're driving, but sometimes it'll give you a preview depending on the file type and if it has that preview available. And then from there you can see the power, so we can actually turn on or off each screen. So I can do power here, and now that screen is off. So to show you here, we'll go to screen 2 and you can see screen 2 is on, and we'll verify in the back here screen 2 is on, and now we hit the power button and now screen 2 is turned off. You can also mute the screen. Actually, it won't do it unless it's on. So you can mute the screen. You can lock the touch panel. So this will make it to where whoever's in the back seat will not be able to push any buttons on the screen. That way you can exclusively control it. And then you can push the input over to the other screen. So let's go to both screens here. So you can see that power off. Right, you can see that both devices are turned on now. So what we'll do is I'll plug in an HDMI in the back here, and I'll show you this in just a little bit, but for now, so we plugged in HDMI in screen 2, and you can see screen 2 shows HDMI, but screen 1 doesn't have a device yet. So we can actually push this button and we can force the input of HDMI from screen 2 over to screen 1. So if you have a kid over in the passenger seat watching HDMI, the kid in the driver's seat wants to watch it also, you can do that and bring it over. Or if you go to screen 1 and you hit source and just put USB, right, and there's nothing there, well, there's a USB disc up here that it can pull music from. So you can go back to the 2 screens and you can say, okay, he wants to listen to music also. You can push that over to screen 2. So that's the front control. You can also lock all, right, so nothing's done. You can mute all, you can power all off. Another thing to note, if you're watching a video on one of your screens, you can navigate to that screen page and you can hit the listen tab, and it will actually take whatever audio source you're playing and it will play it through the car speakers so that you can hear it in the vehicle. Now let's get to the rear controls. So now we're on the back screen, and we're actually on screen 2 right now, which is the passenger screen. This is the home menu. If this is not up, you can tap anywhere on the screen and then you'll hit, there'll be a home button down here in the corner where the power button is, and you can access the home from there. So first we'll go into the settings, this gear icon on the right. In the settings, you can do a few things. You can do video voiceover. It'll speak, so if you're having trouble reading, or if the kid is young enough to where you can't read, it'll actually speak out the options on the screen and highlight them. We have Bluetooth headphones set up. You can pair, I want to say, up to 10 headphones or 8 headphones per monitor. So that's 8 over here and 8 over here, Bluetooth. And to add it, you'll just add a new headphone, then you'll turn on your Bluetooth pairing from your headphones and sync it the way you normally would. Then you have screen brightness. You can increase or decrease the brightness of the screen. Then you have remember screen power status. So what this will do, if your screen is on and you turn your truck off, the next time you turn your truck on, it'll stay on. If not, then it'll turn off every time and you'll have to return the screen on whenever you start your vehicle. Then you got video autoplay, where if you have an input source hooked up, it will automatically play that source whenever it comes on. And then you have clear Miracast data, which Miracast is a streaming service that you can use to broadcast your Android screen onto the TV. Now, I'm not going to go through setup on that. You'll have to Google that. That's its own setup. Now, on the left side, you'll see the watch tab, and in the middle you have listen, the right navigate. The watch tab are all of your video sources, whether it be Miracast or HDMI 1 or 2, which those ports are down here in the center console. And you can see right here we've got HDMI 1, HDMI 2, USB 2, USB 1. So there's our sources. And you can choose those. Right now we've got a Roku plugged into HDMI 1, so we'll go to that, click HDMI 1, and you can see it brings up the Roku. Now from there, you can use a Roku remote, or let's see if I have it. My kids have it somewhere. Not sure where the remote is, but you can use a Roku remote, and you'll actually point the remote at your Roku device like normal and control the TV from there. Now to get off of this, you just tap anywhere on the screen, then you'll hit the home button, and you're back to the main page. Now, USB music, you can tap that. You can see there, we'll pause that. You can see that the music will play from any device. I've actually got a USB disc plugged in up front, but you can also plug in a USB device back here in your console, and it'll play from there. And we'll go back home. And the navigate tab will actually pull up your vehicle's navigation. And so you can see it'll pull up your Google Maps or whatever your vehicle's navigation is. And then from there, you can do preferences, traffic, you can do 3D, you can do map colors, daytime, nighttime, whatever you want to do. And you can also do a cool feature, you can share. So let's say I want to search for, I don't know, let's go food. Let's search for all food. Let's search for, I don't know, let's go to Jackson, Columbiana. Now, it's going to show you the address, it's going to tell you the route, the phone number, and then you can hit send. And this is pretty cool. If you watch that front screen, see the front screen up here? When I hit send back here on the TV, it will send the address up to the front screen, and it will say, do you want to navigate here? And you can either accept it or ignore it. And if you don't do anything, it'll time out and say request ignored. But you can actually send an address from the back seat to the front seat for them to navigate there. That's pretty cool for Uber or Lyft or some sort of service like that where you're like being chauffeured. So you can have a passenger in the back seat, you can sit them down, and they can just punch their address in and send it up to you. Pretty cool. You can also type in an address or a city, state, destination, whatever you want. It doesn't have to be a point of interest. I'll go home to go back to it. Now, headphones, you can see when you push that, it just pulls up the list of your paired headphones, and you can connect from there. So if we hit add new headphone, you can see right now what it's doing is it's waiting. You see the rotating device here, it's looking for a headphone. And it didn't find any. Now you got to make sure it's turned on, discoverable, and in range. There you go. Now another thing is the audio system comes with a set of Chevrolet headphones. Now these are not Bluetooth. These are actually infrared. And I don't know if you can see it, the little red light on the bottom of that screen, it's an infrared beam. So these headphones do not need to be paired to the TV. They will automatically work when in range. So all you do is turn them on, go to your different channel. There's 2 channels on these headphones. That way you can have multiple inputs going at the same time, and it won't try to pull audio from the wrong one. You can set it. You can see here there's a, let's see here, I don't think that one does anything. Over here, we've got select channel, push to select channel, and then we've got volume up or down. And you actually spin this wheel to set the volume, and then you click to set the channel. And last but not least, you can also turn the power off to these TVs from back here. Now, once you do that, you won't be able to turn them back on. You'll have to do it from the front screen. So this will just hit the power button, TV's off. Now as far as the TVs themselves, they're mounted to the headrest, but they actually have a swivel function. So you can take the TVs and swivel them up or down to match the comfort of the person in the rear seat, whether it be a small child or an adult. And you can see they angle pretty far down, so it'll capture a car seat really nice. So there you have it, guys, a quick tutorial on your rear entertainment centers for your 2021 Tahoe. And this applies to the Yukon, the Escalade, any GM that has these 12.3-inch screens in the back. And as you can see, we're just chilling here, watching some YouTube content on Roku right now. This is actually my Tahoe getting a muffler delete. Pretty cool. So, again, I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for checking out the video. If you liked it, be sure and subscribe, hit the like button, and be on the lookout for more Tahoe content. We'll see you guys.